Hi, welcome to ORC's Computers Continuing Education of the Linux Mint. Next one here that I'm going to do is a little bit on the iPhone. I myself have an iPhone 4, which is an iOS 7. I understand that the iOS 8 has other features which you can use an iCloud with it. So keep that in mind if you need to use the iCloud. I actually don't use iPhones, but I bought this one just so I could learn how to transfer files. What I've found out is it's not easy to transfer files from your computer to the iPhone, but with Linux it's very easy to copy them from your phone, so all your personal pictures you've taken, any music files that you download off your phone, you can copy onto your computer for a backup or whatever very easily. Plug your phone in. I'm going to do that now. Plug in the USB port. The phone will say trust this computer the first time you do it, and just go ahead and do that. It'll also come up with a window. Normally mine's already set up, but it'll come up with a window that asks you what do you want to do with that type of a folder. I usually just have it open the folder, so it does that all the time. And now you see my little icon that says ORC's iPhone, and these are all the folders. Now if you're on a Windows machine, I found the only folder that I could see was this one here called the DCIM, which is your personal pictures that you've taken, not your music or photos that you've stored. But so that's good for Windows. You can at least copy those. For Linux, though, you can see all of your folders. The ones we're going to deal with is photo data. You would think photos would be under photos, but they're not. Under photo data, and then you'll see one that says sync. And you double click on the sync, and then you'll see another folder. Each folder will come up with different names as you add more pictures, as you sync them. So these are some of the photos that are now on my all my grandkids and some of my camper. So now let's go over to my home folder, and we'll look at our pictures. Slide that over here. Now keep in mind, I usually do dual windows like this, that way I keep it straight, but this is your ORC iPhone, this is your iPhone, this one is your actual computer. And you can usually tell that by looking at where you're at under my computer. Okay, it's got pictures. So you can see I've copied a couple over there already, but let's just say I want to copy this one. Right click with your right mouse, and you can copy to pictures. And boom, that picture moves right over there. Now I've found that if you right click or drag these over to here, these pictures from the computer to the iPhone will not show up, and I got a feeling it's got something to do with iPhone's iTunes store and how they take control of your device. So if I go like this picture right here, the fifth wheel, I copied that from here on the computer to the camera, and I can't see that picture on my camera. So very strange. But copy all these pictures over to your computer just for safekeeping, or so you have storage, or you can email them, or whatever you want to do from your computer. So then that's basically it for, I mean, you could do the entire folder if you wanted to. Right click on the folder, copy to pictures, and it would, now there's not very many, so I can do it real quick for you. And there's 72 files, and there you go. Now I've got all those photos are now in my picture. Remember, this is the computer, and all these photos will now be on that. It's stored on safe and sound on my computer. So that's your photos. Now go back to the main folder, and now you want to do your music files, and it's basically the same thing. They're under iTunes control. And then you look under music, and you'll see all different folders. Well, these are the music files that I have that are on my iPhone. So I'm going to show you this really cool program called Banshee. And you open up Banshee. And I purposely did this to start so you could see it. I don't have any files. Let me go back to my home directory here. And we'll open up my music folder. And you copy these folders here into same way, just right click on the folder, copy to, and music. And it will copy those into your music folder. And we'll let that do that and finish up here. Okay, so now that those files are copied over there, I have just found out that there's a program I'm going to show you. It's called Banshee. You can't have your iPhone plugged in when you're doing Banshee. Apparently the iPhone is trying to play the songs at the same time Banshee is. But another thing I wanted to show you is if you do purchase items off of your iPhone, they'll be in the purchase folder. And I found that those, like this is a music file that we downloaded from Glee. And again, right click on them, highlight them, you know, whatever you want to do, and then copy them to your music file. And they'll wind up over there in your music file. So very easy to do that. So what we'll do is we'll close down these two windows now. And I'm going to, you see the ORC's iPhone, I'm going to unmount it. I usually like to unmount them. If you just right click on it with your right mouse, there's a thing that says unmount versus just unplugging it, because sometimes you'll corrupt files if they're in the middle of doing something. Unplug your iPhone, which I've just done. And now if you go over to your menu, go up to the sound and video, you'll see one called Banshee. If it's not there, you can download it off of the software manager. But if it's on one of the systems you've gotten from me, it should be there. And the Banshee Media Player will open up. Now, I purposely haven't used this yet, just so I could show you how to do this. But if you click on the word media, you can see it's got the albums, and it'll have a list of names and stuff. But if you click on media, and then you import your media, and it's saying where from, so you choose your folder, and I'm just going to take everything in the music folder. So it'll grab everything, and I'll tell it to import. And then you'll notice down here on the bottom it says it's scanning for files, and there's 123 files. And it imports it just like that. And now as you see, you've got the albums, you got the Bill Withers, and pretty soon these will actually fill up with the artist pictures as it's searching the web. It looks like I've got 7 hours of songs to listen to. And you can put it on the repeat off, and see it's starting to pick up the albums now as it goes along here. You just click on the play button and it'll start playing your music files. So pretty cool. One thing about Banshee is as it's playing, let's see if I can push play again here. When you close that, let's see if I can turn this down a little bit. Hopefully that helps you guys. Nice program. I don't know if you can hear that. I'll find out when I turn the video off. But now if you close that down with the X button, top screen, you see it's still running in the background. So you can continue doing everything that you want to do, surf the web, and still listen to music. On your volume control down here, if you click on that, you'll see that it shows you your artist. If you want to stop it, if you want to pause it, go on to the next song. Again, turning the volume up and down here as you please. If you're done playing the songs, just click on the X and they'll go away. And that's basically it, how you copy files from your iPhone onto your computer. The only way I've found to get them to go from your computer to the iPhone itself is you have to use iTunes. Linux Mint should, at some point in time, iTunes will release it so that you can be able to use iTunes on Linux. I know I've tried it a couple times and it's just not real reliable. I got it to work once or twice, but then I couldn't sign into my Apple account and there were some weird things. So, but that's how you copy your files. Call me if you have problems. Thanks.